ADHD, the mentality where you are set out to do a task, but you cannot focus well enough to do it. I was diagnosed with ADHD when I was 6 years old. My parents were noticing that I was a little more hyperactive, they'd say, as the normal, 6-year-old. I was starting aging out of like the little kid age, so I was diagnosed with it by my doctor. And it's usually hereditary, so I got it from my dad, and he's had it his entire life as well. So actually, there's good and bad when it comes to it, so like you can't really focus as much, but at the same time, you're really smart, and you could also go into hyperfocus, which means you only focus on that. But then there's also some things where like your mind is wandering, you daydream, which is a symptom of ADD as well, where you're daydreaming and then someone says something and you just can't hear it because you don't focus on it. So, this is what my life was like as a kid with ADHD. When I was diagnosed with ADHD, the doctor actually gave me a pill that I could take during the day that would kind of like calm me down and like ease my body and like not be so hyper during the day. And it was like a whole day pill, but it would wear off towards the end of the day. And then at the end of the day, when it wore off, it would come in like a tsunami. So like a tsunami, how it comes back and brings up the waves and then it shoots forward at full force. That's kind of what it was like. So all of the hyperactivity and the non-focusing would be taken away during the day, and it would kind of wind up during the day, and everything that was kind of taken away during the day at 6 p.m., it would all just come out. And I'd get like loopy, and I'd get really hyper, and I'd be bouncing off the walls. So. What is going on in here? I'm bored. No, what was that noise? I was banging my head against the bed. It was a little entertaining. All right, well, you get back to doing that. Be safe, honey. I'm so bored. Got nothing to do. Nothing. Here's an idea. Shut up. Why don't you shut up? For kids, common sense was usually like the last thing on their mind, but for me, it was the last thing on my mind. Now, I know that doesn't really make sense, but with kids, common sense, they would do things that they're not really like, they would do things, but they're conscious of them, right? They would do something and then be like, this would be funny, but then it wasn't, and they learned their lesson. But for me, sometimes things happen, like sometimes I do things subconsciously. So, I'll be doing something and I'll be thinking, usually there's that thing in your brain that tells you, no, you shouldn't do that. That's really dumb. But with ADHD, there's not that thing in your brain telling you not to do that. You just act on it without thinking. Like sometimes I'll do something subconsciously without even realize I'm doing it. Look at that. My script from 8th grade. That was fun. What? Oh, fine. No, I gotta show you guys my script from when I was in the Wizard of Oz. It's right. What did I do with it? Is this it? No, it's the one for the previous year. Where did I put it? Ow! Hit me in the head. You could try it with this. Ow! Honey, what's... How many times did I tell you not to whip that around? And then you're gonna hurt yourself. How many times did I tell you that? That's right, more than once. That's all that matters. And you need to stop doing that, or else I will take it away from you. I just thought it would be funny. I thought it would be funny to act out like a cowboy. I realize telling you this, you may think I'm some sort of irresponsible delinquent who doesn't know what to do with my life. That's not true, actually. You realize that some of these things, they just happen, but you have to learn to, cope with them. Obviously, with time, you learn coping skills. So I knew that I've had this since I was 6, and for the next 8 years, I've just been, I've been doing better with stuff, but something that I've always had troubles with is focusing. So, like, someone would probably tell me something, and if I get bored, I'd kind of tune out. I tune out, and I go in my own little world, and sometimes I don't even realize I'm doing it, and then someone will be like, did you hear what I just said? And I'll be like, And then other times, I'll be doing my homework, and I'll be thinking, oh, what's 3 times 5? And I'll be like, just something else will pop into my brain. I'll forget about it and be like, wait, what was I thinking about before? And then that'll happen for every single problem. So something that I've been doing lately is I've been like just trying to get my homework done during the day while I'm still like on focus mode. So
it's so funny because last weekend we went to the arcade with my family, and they all just like went and they spin their tokens like immediately. So they came over complaining to me, trying to get my tokens, and I'm like, nuh-uh, you spent yours. And are you even listening to me? What's for dinner tonight? What came first, the chicken or the egg? I wonder if I'll get an A for the semester in English. I hope that...
Lorelai. What? Sorry, I didn't hear you.
This is why you don't have any other friends, Lorelai.
Imagine you go to the grocery store to buy some bananas. But while you're at the store, you just say, ooh, I kind of want these apples, or ooh, I kind of want these oranges, and then eventually you forget what you went there to buy. I kind of have had a similar situation happen before. So sometimes I'll go into my room and I'll look at something and I'll be like, okay, I have to grab something out of my room. And then I'll come out with a complete different thing that I didn't even mean to grab. So I'll come into my room, I'll be like, ooh, this looks cool, or ooh, I want to use this. And then I'll bring it out and I'll be like, wait, I was supposed to go in my room to get something? I don't remember what it was. Either that, or later I'll be reminded and my mom will be like, where's this? And I'll be like, oh, that's right, I grabbed something else, so I forgot.
I'll be right back. I gotta go grab it out of my room. Where is it? Oh, this is cool. Oh my god, that's so cute. It's like little animals with like quotes and stuff. I think I'm gonna go show this to them. They might think this is really cool. So, where is it? Where's the book? I couldn't find it, but I got this. Are you kidding me? No, the book on politics. Yeah. Well, I don't really know where it is, so you can look around for it. It's somewhere in here.
Now here is the main cue that you know you have ADHD. When you're on the phone with someone or you're talking to someone or whatever, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, something distracts you. Like a dog to a squirrel. Squirrel. And then, they see the squirrel and then they forget what they were going to do. Supposedly. I mean, we're not in a dog's brain. But it's kind of like that situation. Like you're in something, you're talking about something, all of a sudden you see something, your whole thought process, whatever you were just talking about goes to the back of your mind, and whatever you saw comes to the front of your mind. That's all you're thinking about. And then later you're like, wait, what was I talking about again?
It just makes me organize all my stuff on my desk and line it up and make sure that all of it's perfect. It's so stupid. Why can't I just have my desk the way I want it, right? I mean, it's my desk. Definitely. I mean, your mom is like so controlling of your life. I know. And did you just hear that? No. What are you talking about? I think I heard something. You hear it? No, but let's keep... What were we talking about again? I don't remember, actually.